This clip is brought to you by Piedmontese Beef, the best beef on the planet. Use code POWER for 25% off your entire order. Enjoy the clip and enjoy your meat.
So you say that that you want to, bench press 315 pounds. It's like a major goal of yours, but you also have like a 9-to-5 job and you have these other things. You want to think of what are all the things involved in me being able to bench press that weight, or for me to be able to lose some weight. And once you start to kind of recognize all the different things, then you can say, what are things I can reasonably implement? Because we can point out tons of things that will get you there, but then there's also a moment where things get to be way too much, way too time consuming, in accordance to your lifestyle and so on. So I think it's important that you have something, because we're talking about these morning routines for us and these late night and these bedtime routines for us, but it's in accordance to the particular goals that we have. You're going to see a lot of commonalities across the board of like, people like laying out their clothes before they go to bed, people trying to have good sleep hygiene. I do think it's critical for a lot of people to try to get the phone out of the bed. I know that's like a tough thing for people, but the more resistant that you are to something, and the more you're like, fuck no, probably the more you need to like review that and really consider it. We had Ben Pakulski. Ben Pakulski, when he was on the show, he said, as soon as it's something that you say you can't, that means you must. So when somebody's like, I can't live without my phone, in my bedroom, then that's probably a sign that you need to look into ditching it. But yeah, whatever your goal is, whatever your main thing is, then you can start to kind of set your days up, and they'll be in accordance to a lot of the things that you're trying to get done.
I have a question for you, Mark, because I've realized this. How often do you say that, like, you can't do something? Like, how often do you word things that way? Because obviously there are things that maybe, you're not going to take part in or whatever, but how often does your self-talk, is it ever like that? Is there anything you've caught yourself with? Yeah.
I catch myself reframing my wording kind of all the time.
Yeah.
Even saying all the time, like I try not to talk in absolutes, but it still slips out here and there. I do my best with it, because saying that you can't do something is just really limiting. Like and it's usually not true. Somebody says, like somebody listening right now, they might think this is true of themselves. I can't lose weight if I'm eating carbs. And it's like, well, I'm sure there's like there's a special person out there for any and all kinds of things. However, most diets that I've ever seen that will take your energy down a little bit, the energy that you consume, and it encourages you to have a little bit more energy out, they almost always have a net result of you like losing weight. So I try my best to like nix certain words, but even the word try is something that I've tried to eliminate, because I just think about doing more so.
Yeah. But
certain words are very difficult. I'll give you an example. Should, would, and could are also things that I try to use sparingly, because I believe those are acts of like forcefulness. Those are acts of kind of like coercion. And like, if I'm telling you shit that you should be doing, it's like, it's not a great communicate. It's not as good as the communication of me explaining something to you and saying, hey, do you think that would be like a good idea for you to do that? Rather than me telling you should be doing something. Yeah. As soon as I say should, you're kind of a little bit on the defensive almost. You're like, why the fuck's this guy telling me what I should do? But also within yourself, though, I think it's important, because if you say I should jump rope for 10 minutes every morning, what happens when you don't? Now you're beating yourself up. I should eat better starting tomorrow. What happens when you don't? So I do my best to work on eliminating a lot of these words and or using other words, but it gets to be tricky and it gets to be very difficult. But I guess overall, my mindset is still, it's not set, because it's it can mold to many different things, but I try to at least set it on a mode of you can and you will. Some things might take you a little longer than you'd like, but you will get there, and that sort of language.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right, share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too, so you can get whatever you like from us. All right, peace.